What if your next home felt less like a compromise and more like a permanent vacation? For a lot of homeowners approaching the empty nest stage, the idea of downsizing can feel like you're giving something up. Less square footage, fewer rooms, a smaller house than the one that you raised your family in. But here's what many homeowners discover once they actually explore New Jersey's premier active adult communities: it's not really downsizing, it's upgrading your lifestyle. You're trading unused guest rooms for resort level amenities. You're replacing weekends of yard work with fitness classes, walking trails, and neighbors who are in the same stage of life as you are. You're exchanging maintenance headaches for luxury living designed for the next chapter of your life. Across New Jersey, a growing number of homeowners are making this transition intentionally, not because they have to, but because they realize something powerful. The next phase of life doesn't have to revolve around maintaining a house that was designed for a different stage of life. It could be designed around how you actually want to live now. Today, we're going to walk through the strategy behind downsizing into New Jersey's active adult communities. We'll talk about how to evaluate whether downsizing actually makes sense for you, the financial strategy behind selling your current home, the tax and real estate considerations specific to New Jersey, how modern 55 plus communities are designed to maximize lifestyle and convenience, and how to make the transition smoothly without the stress that many people expect. But before we dive in, I'm curious about something. If you're watching this and you're an empty nester, how much of your house do you actually use every day? Is it half the house? A third? Maybe less? Drop a comment below and tell me roughly how many rooms in your home actually get used daily. I read the comments on these videos, and it's always interesting how similar people's answers are. And if you enjoy content that helps you make smarter real estate decisions, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. I post new videos every week about the New Jersey housing market, buying, selling, and homeowner strategies. All right, let's get into it. Before we talk about communities, taxes, or floor plans, we need to start with something that almost every homeowner goes through during this stage of life: what I like to call the emotional audit of your home. Most empty nesters are living in houses that were designed for a completely different time in their lives. Back when they had small children, sleepovers, homework tables, holiday gatherings with large amounts of people, guest rooms that were often being used. But once the kids grew up and moved out, something interesting happens. A large portion of the house simply stops being used. You might still have a 4 or 5 bedroom home, but realistically, you're only living in about half of it. The guest room gets used a few weekends a year. The formal dining room might come out for the holidays. The basement slowly becomes long-term storage. Meanwhile, every single month you're paying to heat it, cool it, insure it, clean it, which takes a lot of time, maintain it, and repair it. This is where the square footage reality check becomes powerful. When homeowners actually track which parts of the house they use daily, the results can be surprising. Most people are living in the kitchen, the family room, the primary bedroom, and maybe one additional room. That's it. Everything else becomes expensive storage space. And here's a question for you. If you walk through your home right now, how many rooms are essentially just storage? Guest rooms are rarely used, closets packed with things you forgot you owned, basements full of boxes you haven't opened in years. And here's another interesting thought experiment. If you had to eliminate one room in your house tomorrow, which would it be? The formal dining room? The guest room? Basement? Something else? Drop that in the comments too. A lot of homeowners realize through this exercise just how much space they're maintaining but rarely using. Downsizing isn't about shrinking your life. It's about right-sizing your home to match how you actually live today. And I see this realization happen all the time when homeowners start exploring the idea of downsizing. They'll walk through their house one evening and start to look at it differently. They notice the bedroom that hasn't really been used in years, the basement filled with things that were important at one time but haven't been touched in a decade, the formal spaces that were designed for a stage of life that's already passed. And suddenly the home starts to feel less like something they need to hold on to forever and more like something that successfully served its purpose. That shift in perspective is powerful because it allows homeowners to ask a new question. Instead of asking, can I live in a smaller home? They start asking, what kind of home would make this next chapter of life easier and more enjoyable? For many people, that answer isn't about square footage at all. It's about simplicity, convenience, walkability, community, and having a home that supports the lifestyle they want right now. When people move into modern active adult communities, they often discover something surprising. Their daily life actually becomes more comfortable because the homes are designed intentionally. Open floor plans, primary suites on the first level, large kitchens that flow directly into the living space, outdoor patios designed for relaxing. Instead of living around unused square footage, your home starts to feel purpose built for your lifestyle. Owning a large home comes with a long list of responsibilities: lawn care, snow removal, roof maintenance, exterior repairs, landscaping, gutters, driveways, tree maintenance. As the home age, those responsibilities don't get smaller, they get bigger and more expensive. For many homeowners, weekends slowly become dominated by house maintenance, not because they want to spend their time that way, but because the house requires it. This is one of the biggest advantages of well-designed active adult communities. The goal isn't just smaller homes. The goal is low-maintenance luxury living. In many communities across New Jersey, landscaping's handled for you. Snow removal's taken care of. Exterior maintenance is included in the HOA, and community spaces are professionally managed, which means homeowners can shift their time towards things they actually enjoy. Travel more, take trips, fitness, social activities in clubs, hobbies, dining out. You work all those years, you want to enjoy those things, and these are things that are offered by these communities. Time with friends and family. Instead of managing a property, you're living in a community designed around lifestyle. New Jersey has one of the most complex real estate environments in the country. Between property taxes, real estate values, and evolving tax programs, timing a move strategically can make a significant difference financially. For many homeowners considering downsizing, their current property taxes have steadily increased over the years. Large homes often sit on larger lots, which means higher assessments and higher taxes. Active adult communities feature smaller homes on smaller parcels. That alone sometimes can reduce your property tax exposure dramatically. There are several state programs designed to help seniors offset property tax costs. Understanding how those benefits apply after a move can make a meaningful difference in long-term planning. Then there's capital gain strategy when selling your home. For many empty nesters, their primary residence is appreciated significantly, and the tax code allows for homeowners to exclude up to $250,000 in gains for individuals or $500,000 for married couples when selling a primary residence if ownership and residency requirements are met. Strategic timing of the sale becomes important because capturing that equity efficiently can significantly impact your purchasing power on your next home. Many buyers in active adult communities also use that equity to secure premium lot placements. You can get homes backing to woods, water views, if you want frontage on the golf course, or locations that are closer to the community amenities like the clubhouse. One of the biggest misconceptions about downsizing is that smaller homes automatically mean less luxury. In reality, many of today's active adult homes are designed with efficiency and elegance working together. Instead of spreading square footage across underused rooms, builders focus on the spaces that matter the most: open concept kitchens, spacious living areas, primary suites with spa-style bathrooms, large islands designed for entertaining, oversized windows with natural flowing light. Homes might be smaller overall, but they often feel larger in daily living space because the layout is so efficient. Many buyers prioritize main level living: primary bedroom on the first floor, laundry room on the first floor, kitchen and living spaces all on the same level. This design allows homeowners to remain comfortable in the home long term. Efficiency also allows homeowners to upgrade finishes like quartz countertops, custom cabinetry, hardwood floors, smart home technology, energy efficient appliances. And these upgrades improve both daily comfort and the value when you go to sell later on. One of the biggest differences between traditional neighborhoods and active adult communities is the amenity infrastructure. Many modern communities function almost like private resorts. You have clubhouses, fitness centers, saltwater pools, indoor and outdoor pools, walking trails, tennis and pickleball courts, event spaces, restaurants. The list keeps going, social clubs, travel groups. But I'm curious about something here. If you were choosing a community, what amenity matters the most to you? Chances are there's a community in an area that has it. Drop that in the comments. Beyond the amenities themselves, many buyers discover the biggest lifestyle change is the social environment. Neighbors in the same stage of life, organized clubs, community events, the fitness classes, volunteer groups, travel groups. Instead of starting from scratch socially, many homeowners quickly become part of an active community, and something interesting happens once people move into these communities. The lifestyle shift becomes noticeable almost immediately. Instead of feeling like your world revolves around maintaining a house, your time opens up. You wake up, you decide you want to go for a walk on the trails, take a fitness class, meet some friends for coffee, play some pickleball. You see neighbors regularly. You run into familiar faces at community events. And suddenly, the neighborhood itself becomes part of your daily routine. Many homeowners tell me something surprising after they make this move. They say they wish they did it sooner. Not because they disliked the previous home, but because they didn't realize how much they'd enjoy the adult community that they're in now. And it was designed for this stage of life, so there's just so many things to do. And that's one of the reasons why active adult communities have become so popular across New Jersey. They're not just selling houses, they're offering a lifestyle structure that many homeowners find incredibly refreshing after decades of maintaining a traditional property. One of the biggest reasons homeowners delay downsizing isn't because they don't want to. It's because the logistics feel overwhelming. Decades of belongings, furniture, garages, sorting through everything, it can feel daunting. But there is now an entire industry built around helping homeowners navigate this transition. Professional move managers, luxury downsizing specialists, white glove relocation services. These professionals help coordinate inventory belongings, planning floor layouts, managing packing and moving, and coordinating estate sales and donations. Technology also helps to simplify this process. Digital inventory tools allow homeowners to photograph and catalog items before deciding where to go. Some move to the new home, some go to family members, some enter the resale market, and that allows homeowners to curate their next home intentionally. Let me ask you something honestly. What do you think would be the hardest part of downsizing for you? The logistics of the move, letting go of belongings, leaving the home where your family memories were created? I genuinely love to hear your perspective in the comments. For many homeowners, the family house represents decades of memories, and leaving it can feel emotional. But that next chapter of homeownership doesn't have to mean stepping backward. It can mean stepping into a lifestyle designed intentionally for where life is now. Less maintenance, more freedom, better amenities, and a community filled with people entering the same exact stage of life. Across New Jersey, active adult communities are redefining what downsizing really means. Not smaller living, but smarter living. Before we wrap up, I have one more question for you. If you could design your perfect next chapter home, which would you choose? We have a smaller luxury home with almost no maintenance. B, a resort-style community with amenities. C, a home closer to your family. D, staying exactly where you are. Comment A, B, C, or D below. And if this video helped you think about downsizing or adult communities a little differently, please take a second to hit the like button. It really helps the channel reach more homeowners navigating the same decisions you're making. If you want more videos about the New Jersey housing market, downsizing strategies, homeowner tax strategies, and smart real estate decisions, make sure you subscribe. And if you know someone thinking about downsizing, share this video with them. Sometimes seeing the strategy laid out clearly makes the decision much easier. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.